Good afternoon, and we begin with breaking news today. The DA that represents Arapahoe County made it official. The Aurora police officer who shot and killed Injordell Richardson will not be charged with the crime. Yeah, and the report of these findings just released within the last 15 minutes. Aurora police say Injordell and some friends had robbed a liquor store near East 8th and Dayton on June 1st. Two officers then tackled Richardson in an alley nearby. In an ensuing brawl, one of the officers shot Injordell in the stomach. Police said that Injordell was reaching for a gun and later said he'd also flashed that gun at the liquor store clerk during the robbery. Aurora Police Chief Art Acevedo didn't disclose that it was a pellet gun until a week later. The chief then said it didn't matter in the split second, blaming subordinates for not having told him sooner. Injordell's family and community activists have protested his killing. His mother said her son made a mistake and that police never gave him a chance to redeem himself. Now, the 18th Judicial District Attorney says their office had met with Richardson's family about their decision last week. There's also new video showing how Thornton police officers responded. This after a fight broke out between two women and an off-duty Adams County deputy at Walmart back in July. The deputy admits that he hit the two women, and body camera video shows how he made it clear that he was in law enforcement. 9 News reporter Aaron Adelson has the latest.
A man hit two women. He doesn't dispute it.
So I pushed her out of my way. That's when she started smacking and scratching me. Pushed her again further away.
But the man didn't just push the woman. After moving bags to his weekend and getting hit, surveillance video shows Spot's Dexter. Officers didn't have this video yet. They have a name, Ezekiel Spots.
How many of them?
Correction, Deputy Ezekiel Spots. He wanted police to know.
One half is apparently an Adams County deputy. So, not sure exactly where this is going to go.
We probably should have a courtesy conversation between the chief and the sheriff. It's typically how that happens.
Linda Hurley and her daughter are the women who got hit. We talked to them afterwards.
That's from the nose break.
The surveillance video doesn't have audio, but Hurley also knew Spots was law enforcement. How? She says he told them too.
All this time he's saying that he's a cop, that he has the right to do whatever he wants. It's a free country.
After they walk away, there's a second fight, off camera. The DA declined to prosecute Spots, citing the lack of video and saying he could not determine who was the initial aggressor.
This is a big mishandling of justice.
Spots says the second fight happened after he went to take pictures of their license plates.
Got in my face again. Okay. Smacked my phone. Okay. Smacked me. And I think that was primarily mom at that point. Mom, like I said, that's for mom there. It's probably for mom there. After that, I let her have it.
Let her have it.
He broke my nose and hit me upside the head several times.
He strangled me as well as messed up my ankle.
Hey, can I call you back? This guy's just showing up right now.
After seeing the video, police brought Spots to a substation. They decided to book him, release him, and continue investigating.
It appears as though she knows that you're a police officer, and so we're just trying to err on the side of caution just to make sure all of our T's are crossed and I's are dotted, okay?
Hurley says he should not work in law enforcement. Aaron Adelson, 9 News.
The Adams County Sheriff is investigating Spot's conduct. The spokesperson says that investigation remains ongoing. We tried to interview Thornton Police for this story, but we have not heard back.
The Environmental Protection Agency has announced a settlement with Suncor over violations of the Clean Air Act at its Commerce City refineries. Suncor had produced gasoline that violated standards set by the EPA over the amount of certain chemicals allowed. Suncor notified the EPA about both violations. Now, as a result, Suncor will have to pay a fine of over $160,000, as well as spend at least $600,000 buying electric lawn and garden equipment for residents, schools, and local governments in the greater Denver area.
A man is now facing 3 attempted murder charges in connection to shots being fired at a park near Bennett last week. That's according to the district attorney. Nobody was injured in that shooting. It was August 29th. The Adams County Sheriff's Office says it happened at Truett Park on Palmer Avenue. That's right off East Colfax. A nearby school was put on lockdown as a precaution. The Sheriff's Office says the shooting was an isolated incident between individuals who knew each other.
There's a group of Colorado voters now suing, trying to keep former President Donald Trump off the state's primary ballot. They say a rarely used clause in the Constitution prevents him from running. The lawsuit filed by a liberal group in D.C. on behalf of 6 Republican and unaffiliated Colorado voters. It cites a portion of the 14th Amendment, which bars anyone who engages in an insurrection against the United States from holding any office, federally or in state government. Colorado Secretary of State says she hopes this suit gives guidance to election officials on Trump's eligibility for future office.
In just minutes, former Mesa County Clerk Tina Peters will be arraigned in the election tampering case against her. She's facing several felony charges over her alleged involvement in the security breach with elections equipment that she managed during the 2020 election. Peters has pleaded not guilty and says she's done nothing wrong. The hearing is set to begin at 4:15 in Mesa County, and the case is set to go to trial next month.
Taking a look outside as a beautiful day continues on here in the afternoon, now in the mid-80s, but boy, we've been feeling that fall in the mornings. Kathy's with us now. Another cool start to the day.
It was, and there was a lot of wind for some of us this morning early too, and the wind has actually been a good thing this afternoon because it's helping to scour out some of the wildfire smoke and also the ozone levels coming down a little bit. An air quality alert was issued through 4 o'clock for smoke that was driven in by some of the wind that we had this morning, and mainly from fires outside of Colorado. So we're seeing a bit of haze out there this afternoon, but some improvement, and temperatures jumped about 10 degrees over where they were yesterday after a cool start, as Tom mentioned. We do have a beautiful day in Fort Collins, 88 now in Denver, 90 in Pueblo, 87 in Greeley, close to 90 in Grand Junction. Humidity values on the low side, and with the wind and now the warmth, we'll be talking about fire danger over the next few days heading into the upcoming weekend. Winds have calmed down a bit here. We're tracking a little disturbance around the Salt Lake City area. Most of the heavy weather is off to the east of us. We're still under the influence of high pressure. So going forward in time, you'll see what that means for us. Very little in the way of cloud cover, let alone shower activity for us until we hit the weekend. Powerful cold front coming in here on Sunday, and we'll be talking about that, of course, coming up in Maine weather. But between now and then, comfortable conditions, mid-80s, dropping into the 70s after about 8 o'clock tonight. Maine weather. We'll talk about this quiet, comfortable evening, the warming trend that's coming. We're not in record territory by any stretch, but rain is in the forecast along with more of that fall-like temperature trend in the 70s. So we'll cover that in just a bit.
Thank you, Kat.